Okay, is that better?
Okay.
All right, there. Welcome back, Bauer. How you doing? No.
Well, I'm back to the living.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try a little bit of work today.
Okay, we'll take it easy.
I'm back from the dead.
Oh my gosh.
I
almost called you yesterday to check in on you. I played around at golf.
What?
I played Hanson.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
I haven't done that in several months.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be another couple of months, weeks anyway, because my stamina, I just have no stamina.
I get it.
But I'm back to the living anyway. I'm driving and my appetite is, I lost 20 plus pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. And I didn't have it to lose, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Do you want to share with the group what was going on?
Well, I had pneumonia. Oh. And they put me in the hospital because I also have a blood disease called Waldenstrom macroglobulinemia, which none of you have heard of because it's very rare.
Oh boy. And
between the two of them and Parkinson's, I completely lost all my immune system to fight the pneumonia. So I was in a hospital for 12 days and trying to get my immune system back. Wow. And fortunately, they had the right formula. They did it. And they say in the hospital, the food in the hospital, I had a bad appetite and the food is terrible. So the combination, I didn't eat for 12 days. And then they say for every day you're in the hospital, it takes another 4 days or so to recover.
Wow.
So I'm just about there now. Wow. I feel much stronger. The last week or so, I feel much stronger.
All right. Well, we're glad you're back and take it easy.
You're not kidding.
Yeah. Barbara, can you hear me now?
Yes, I went off and turned it back on.
Okay. All right. Good.
As I was talking? Was that...
all right. What, say again? Hello, Rosemary.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, everybody. Hey, Armin, how you doing?
Good.
Got a new king.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Do go home separately.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's put our hands together. We made it for exercise class, and I forgot my water bottle. All right. Well, you guys take a sip of water. I'll make it through.
You go yours.
What's that?
Go get it.
All right. I'll go get it. It's important. I should lead by example. I'll be right back.
Meanwhile, we'll take a sip of water.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Finally, I could hear.
Mm.
You know, as I'm running to get my water bottle, it occurred to me, anything to postpone exercise, right?
Right.
All right, let's grab a sip of water and we'll go in. Okay, let's see here. We have been discussing, let's mute everybody here. You have the power of unmute if you have a question. We have been discussing taking the body and creating momentum and using gravity as like an assistant to help open us up. So we're just going to start with that. What's up, Rupert? Swinging the arms from side to side, feeling the arms kind of flopping across the body here. Oh, that's what I was going to announce. So not this Wednesday, not next, but the following, we've got a presentation from one of the practitioners of the and she's an employee of the Parkinson's Voice Project, which I believe is based in Florida, and they got like $30 or $40 million to build this program, and it's now all over the United States. They have virtual opportunities and classes as well. And I've seen it in action, and it's really, really powerful stuff. So even if you don't have Parkinson's, that will be on our Parkinson's Life discussion group on the 24th of May. I've put that now in the email, so it's in the calendar as well. Let's fold forward, tap the legs, and open up. And we are going to go into the BAMs and the ZAPs. We talk about balance. We talk about movement, forms of both balance, elements or aspects of balance, aspects of movement, and forms of movement in an effort to better understand our interaction with that thing beneath our feet, the world, and the gravity. So let's do 3 more. Notice the feeling of the body as we unfold and tilt back. Open up. And I think what Mike is going to experience is the miracle of this body. It's going to take some time, but I actually lost 40 pounds and spent 9 days in the hospital. You know, we all have stuff going on, don't we? We've got diseases, we've got conditions. I have ulcerative colitis, and I had a horrible flare-up, and they didn't know what it was. They were not quick to diagnose it. I ended up 9 days in the hospital, and I have a funny story about that, actually. You got to find humor and everything. It was hilarious. I was in the hospital for 9 days. But when I got finally discharged and able to start moving again, I brought myself back through the science of exercise, really. And I remember the first time I got out of the bed and walked around the hallway of the hospital. I did it one time and I was exhausted. The next day I did it twice. The third day I did it 6 times. And then I got released and I started my workout. And within about a month and a half, I could put on all back, built back up the muscle and got back my body weight. So hopefully this will be a similar thing for Mike to observe. And for me, it was an informative experience, the transition that occurred. So we talked about forms of balance. And as we move back and forth here, you've got you can identify pretty much 2 balance motors maybe. One is your stance leg. And as you move back and forth from this leg, you're going to put a little bend in the hip and the knee and the ankle, and you'll feel the adjustments going on in the sole of the foot. That's one source of control. The other source might be if you consider these arms moving out and the leg moving out to the side, being able to assist with center of balance weight shift. See if you can kind of separate those 2 systems and identify them and see if they help with the control. Okay. And then movement. So that's the balance talk. The movement, we're going to, again, swing the arms from side to side. We're going to use momentum to propel the body forward to achieve bigger movements. We're going to set it in motion. The muscle activity is going to be a pulse or a bump or a power move to get the body flowing, using gravity to swing those arms, using the weight of the arms to open up the core. And then we'll get into regulated movement with a tempo. It's a little bit different, but I think it's useful to kind of practice them, experience them, define them, identify them. It's because they're different. Sometimes they work together. Sometimes they're only sometimes you're just using the muscles to move and you're not swinging. There's always a little momentum, but primarily there's control of the muscles doing the move. And then there's times where there's a little bit of both, right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and into it. Stepping forward, thrusting those arms out until we perceive that elastic component in the hands. And we're going to see if we can pump up the jams a little more here by using our voice to cue movement, using the word bam. So hit it. Bam, 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 and bam, 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 bam. Let them go. Bam. Get creative with the way the arms come out. There are no rules. Just get to this end destination, throwing yourself into it. Bam, 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 and bam, 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 and let the arms go. See if you can get a glimpse of this looseness in these movements here. We're starting out with simpler movements, and we'll ratchet up to more complex today. All right, we're going to step out to the side and throw their arms out, opening up the hands. Get creative, improvise. Let the body swing those arms out. And we're going to see if we can't add a little bit more with some electricity. What's up, Shirley? Nice to see you today. And we're going to inform the movement with the electric word. Zap, 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 zap. Here we go. Zap, 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 and zap. Let them go. Okay. We're going to continue with the BAMs and the zaps, but I want to take a break from that. And I want to go into an example of movement without no momentum. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water while we're transitioning here. And we're going to do the old Sharpie magic marker exercise. Going to use our power of imagination. We're going to imagine we've got a Sharpie and we've somehow been able to tape it to the tip of our nose. And it's pointed out that way. And we're going to steering with our legs. In fact, we're going to draw a rectangle using just your legs. Your head and neck is left alone. And today we're going to start small and then we're going to go bigger. Slow down, down, get low. And now we're using our marker to draw a ginormous rectangle. And you can feel the legs doing all of this movement. This is movement with very little momentum. Let's go back the other way now. And I know there's like some physics majors out here that are saying, well, no, there is a little bit of momentum in this move. Yes, I know. But most of it is the muscles. And now you're going, oh my gosh, I can feel it, right? This, by the way, is a great way to strengthen the legs if you have some arthritis in the hips or the knees, rather than that linear up and down that a squat can do. Mixing in this type of technique, moving with control. In fact, if you touch those muscles on the leg, you'll probably feel them clenched and active. Let's come on up. Let's take a big breath in and exhale. And now we're going to take this magic marker and we're going to draw the name of your least favorite exercise class instructor. Go. Oh, come on, man. I'm just going to cross out all your writing. Okay. Come on up, flower bud to blossom. Let's open up. Reset a little bit. Okay, we're taking it back into the world of momentum and casting. Can you think of activities of daily living that might involve momentum? I can think of a bunch. Throwing a ball, swinging a tennis racket, running. What about an activity of daily living that doesn't involve momentum? Maybe screwing in a light bulb? All right. Reaching up and returning a glass to a top shelf. You're working with control. These different modes. Let's go back to our balance, single leg balance, side to side. And again, identifying the systems, the leg, the ankle, knee, and hip, and then the arms. You know, you see somebody trying to balance and they're doing all that stuff with their arms, seeking to use the mass of their body to assist with the control. Kind of interesting. Okay, here we go. Bams into zaps. 3, 2, 1, swing it. Bam, bam, zap, zap, 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 and bam, bam, zap, zap, one more, bam, bam, zap, zap, let them go. Okay, we're going back in. Huge. Get poised for this, get prepared. We're gonna go into the face, and then we're gonna go into the giant throwing bams and zaps. Let's let our arms swing through the air. Big face. Ah, 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 ah. Make some noise. Ah, ah, ah. And a frown. Maybe frown with your full body. And release into a giant smile. That's all we need. Let's take it in, ladies and gentlemen. Bams and zaps. Carry that face energy into it. 3, 2, 1. Bam, bam, zap, zap, 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 one more, bam, bam, zap, zap. Spread the feet out, right into the rectangle. Breathe. Muscles controlling, removing most of the momentum. We're going to combine this type of measured, directed muscle action control with momentum. Let's reverse the directions by adding tempo and a thigh slap to the bams and zaps. Clap with me. Breathe. Tempo. Breathe. Okay, we're all together. Reset the posture. Bams into the zaps. We'll take it out. We're going to slow it down a little bit. It's going to be bam, bam, zap, zap, bam, bam, zap, zap, bam, bam, zap, zap, bam, bam, zap. 2 on the turn. Bam, bam, zap, zap. 1, 2, bam, bam. zap, zap, bam, bam, zap, zap. Try to keep up with me with the tempo. We're going to slow it down. Bam, bam, zap, zap, bam, bam, zap, zap, bam, bam, zap, zap, bam, bam, zap, zap, faster, bam, zap, zap, bam, bam, zap, zap, bam, bam, zap, zap, 1, 2, bam, bam, zap, zap, one more, bam, bam, zap, zap. Okay, slap the legs. Slap yourself over to your water bottle and grab a sip. Woo! Oh my goodness. Regulating, directing, controlling. Good practice. Bring your arms out into the T. All right, we're gonna take a cool down a little bit here, slow things down a little bit. And we're gonna yes and. We're gonna move without thought. We're going to reach, twist, shift, turn, step without planning. There's nothing wrong. We're gonna move from directed movement, making these big circles with the arms. And when I say break away, you're going to explore the air around you. Take a look at the air. You know, you can't really see the air, right? But look at the space around you. Reverse it. I want you to imagine you have paint all over your body and you're painting the air, and you're going to cover every square cubic inch of the air around you by stretching, reaching, turning, twisting, leaning, arching without thought. Ready? Break away. Move the feet. Go high. Go medium. Go low. Stretch, step, reach, turn, twist, arch. Don't plan, just go. You don't have to remember anything. Moving as if you can't remember what happened through this interval. You just know you're moving as far as you can away, through and to the space around you. And then slowly return to our start position with the T. We're going to go on another journey. We're going to do the same thing. I don't know if you have it in gallery view, but I'm going to do what you should never do in a Parkinson's exercise class. I'm going to cue everybody to freeze. And then we're going to check where we're at. So we're going to go off. It's like musical chairs. And break away. Freeze. Look at the pictures. Unfreeze. See if you can be the biggest one on this next. Freeze. Look at it. Good, Susan. Wow. Unfreeze. Freeze. Unfreeze. And slowly go back, arriving to our T. Breathe. Flower bud to blossom. And as you do, try to digest how that felt a little bit, moving without thought. We're trying to build strength and flexibility and balance, power, speed, posture, so that those movement and exploratory improvised intervals can be safe, can be bigger. That's one of the reasons, right? I mean, I think that if you identify that little exercise as something that you want to do better and bigger and bolder and more absurdly, certainly getting stronger would help. What's up, BJ?
So I have a question about the sort of deliberate and not deliberate, or directed and not directed.
Okay.
When you tell us to go high, go low, go medium, isn't that taking the do whatever you want out of the picture? If you're giving us cues, I guess.
Yes, I'm a control freak. I can't let you guys do whatever you want the whole time. No.
Yes, well, that's what I was getting at.
No, so I guess I'm trying to now I'm not telling you how to go high. I'm trying to keep everybody, making sure we're exploring the different ranges was, I guess, my thought in that. And I don't know, I kind of just made this whole drill up. If you find it distracting, I certainly don't have to do it. But my point was really just to remember, rather than just stay in one certain place, to maybe go high. You know what? Maybe I should say you could go high. You could.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you say move? Move.
Okay.
Move. So you're not telling us which way to go, okay?
Yeah.
But you're reminding us to stretch or whatever. I mean, I get that what you're trying to do. But so sometimes I'm down here doing something, and all of a sudden you go high. And I'm like, well, I don't want to go high. Sorry.
That's a great comment. And you know what? Since I'm doing it and I'm not on the receiving end, I don't know that. I don't know that thought process, but that's great. I will tell you to move. All right.
I'm the only one, but I think, oh, well, I was down here doing something that felt nice. And
hey, all right. Well, let's open this up for a moment here to any type of discussion. Let's see here. Anybody else have any thoughts on that?
Yes, I do, Patrick. The idea of not thinking when you have Parkinson's and you move is dangerous to me.
Okay.
That's a good point.
So I'm always thinking about every step that I take.
Oh, okay. So maybe I need to qualify this as if you have balance issues. I don't know. Maybe skip it or don't check.
I think it's fine.
Okay. See, this is what happens. The room's too cold. The room's too hot.
Yeah.
No, but I'll still do it. I'll still do it. It's just that, I have to be safe, right?
Yes, of course you have to be safe and always be moving within your tolerable threshold for all of this stuff. Yes. So maybe moving without thought. Maybe it's moving with less thought. Maybe it's moving, like letting the next move be determined from another undirected place. Of course, maybe we move from the floor is our awareness, and then up here we're exploring, but we've got ourselves with the floor. I don't know. Let me kind of toss this around between the ears here. Okay, Larry, what you got? Larry's pointing a finger at me, and it's this finger, guys, not the one you probably think it is. What? All right, hang on, Larry. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I take the instruction as freestyle, so I just do what I can do.
Okay, good. Great.
Right, and I'm the same way, but then he tells me to go high.
All right, I'm going to stop doing that. All right, I'm going to try to remember to stop doing that. Just remind me if I do. Larry, maybe after class or something, you can figure out mute. I know you had something to say, or you can type it into the chat. Let's grab our hand weights. I do want to get some stuff. It's this type of break in this conversation is, really helpful. And I don't mind it, but I want to make sure that we do check that box.
But I think you're just suggesting different levels to do.
Yeah, my
Not
thought
stay
was
on
that
one-
I would
Not stay on one plane.
Yes, that was my intent. And when I say go high, I guess the problem is if you are exploring low and then you're like, oh, I'm down here, I was doing this, and now I got to break my thought and come up to a high.
I
don't know. Okay, let me just think about it.
Yeah, Patrick, I agree with your concept. It's just the words.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to ponder on that one. So we're stepping forward. We are just doing a bicep curl. And as I like to talk about the fact that it's great to have big guns, right? But really, I don't care about that. For us, we really want to challenge the core and the spine, maintaining. I see Mike still moving. It's great. I thought you'd be like clocking out already. All right, one more forward on each side. We're just kind of notifying our central nervous system that we've got a little more weight on our frame. Let's step out to the side. This whole undirected movement thing we started, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago or something. And the whole momentum thing is actually an outcropping of my rehab of my knee, a suggestion by one of the doctors of PT that was doing an assessment. We talked about slow training, which I've been doing for years, but also taking momentum out. And I thought, you know what? That's a great thing to incorporate into what we do, and to define it, to dissect movement, what it is, to give a more specific understanding to the elements. One more on each side. And let's combine them. Forward, forward, and out to the side, and to the side. And to give you an example of why I think it's important, we use exercise tubing, which provides resistance. We use hand weights, which provide resistance. But I'll never or rarely use momentum with hand weights in certain ways. We'll throw punches with them, but exercise tubing, I'll do it all the time. Because of the way the physics of exercise tubing, progressive resistance makes it really much safer to move with momentum than with hand weights, because you set the hand weight in motion and it's got more, it's you know, terminal velocity. One more. And we're going to go ahead into the scramble circuit, and I'm going to completely contradict what I just said. We're going to put our forearms together, and then we're going to separate them. We're going to drop those elbows down towards the floor, and we're going to propel those shots up and across and out. And see if you can sequence the movement. So the punch starts from the floor, soles of the feet pressing down, the energy coming up through the legs, the hips, the stomach, the chest. Finally, the hands. Up, out, and up, out, up. Go high, up. Go medium, up, out. One more, up, and out. Step out of that. Come with me, won't you? Let's go take a walk in the swamp. Who knows what we'll find? Pick those knees up high. Feel that weight shift as you rock side to side. See if you can kind of control it a little bit or ride it. It's an exaggerated component of gait. When we walk, this side-to-side shift is there. And it's performed safely because we're swinging our arms, and that creates some centrifugal force for balance and movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and transition to a march. Get a little bit low. 3 quick taps. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Quick taps. And I do like the fact that we have these exchanges. Don't be shy about popping off of mute and telling me what you don't like or how things strike you. I find that interesting. Not that I'm going to do anything about it, but you know. All right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Pick them up. All right, this is a good movement here to safely explore the concept of forced exercise. I want you moving as fast as you can. And then I want you to try, without changing the height of the knee or the turn of the elbow, increase the speed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, spread them out. Here's the deal. We're just going to do 2 of these. All right? So try to stick with it. Drop those elbows down towards the floor. Up and across. And out. Breathe. And out. Woo! Up and across. And out. Faster. Up, out. Oh, I think I'm going to share something with you that happened with a client of mine that I found rather funny. Up and out as fast as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Back into the swamp. Here we go. Pick them up. Has to do with my trip to Catalina with the girls. Those you don't know, I took them to Catalina this weekend. We had a great time. Pick them up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and march. Get a little low. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Quick steps. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and opposite elbow, opposite knee. We're in it. Let's go. Last 10 seconds. Forced exercise. Move those legs up and down quick. Arms across. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spread them out. Down. Victory. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get low. 5. Come up high. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down and down. Big breath in before we put the hand weights down. I grab a sip of water. Let's do a little shrug. Up and down. I'm going to take a little bit of time here at the end. That's the end of the hard work. I want to make sure we get a good stretch. Set Mike up for the rest of his day. Coming back is hard. Coming every day is hard, I'm sure. Braving the click of that link, entering that passcode. But it's worthy of the courage it takes and the effort. Go ahead and put your hand weights down. Let's grab a sip of water. Oh. We got to get my little table out here. Flower bud to blossom. Let's feel it. Flower bud to blossom. Three more. 1, 2, and 3. Lower it down. No money. Big breath in and exhale. Let's slap the legs. Down, stomach, arms, upper arms, shoulders, neck, face a little bit. Soften the knees and the ankles and swing. As you move through the day, thoughtfully planning with intent, which is different than the exploratory movement, right? Maybe observe yourself. Begin to observe the things that we do and notice the momentum or the lack thereof. Bring it back up. Big breath in. And as we exhale, lower the hands. You are powerful. You are strong. You are champions. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your support. And I'm going to go ahead and shut down the YouTube video. And for those of you who want to stay and hear the somewhat of a funny story, I'll go ahead and tell it. But I don't want it out there on YouTube.